Biden's performance last night has Fox host Jesse Waters calling for President Biden to take a drug test. Yo! That's how you know his speech was banging, though. Oh, here, State of the Union reaction.
Somebody else please tell me that they had an actual physical, spiritual response to the State of the Union address last night. Everybody that has gone through an awakening.
Bro, what's happening here? Crystal mommies, are they all right?
Spiritual enlightenment, this journey has told me, FY, be advised, you will very quickly stop doing 99% of the stuff that you have been doing. Yes, I have. Regular mainstream media, really don't watch it. News, don't want anything to do with it. Most TV shows, I get a couple that I deal with because it's something my husband and I watch together. Don't listen to regular radio except when I'm in somebody else's car. It sounds like noise, and it just.
What is she like hitting babies? She's like driving over school children, walking the crosswalk in her F-150 as she's like talking.
Just makes my head hurt. I watched the State of the Union address last night. I've always watched the State of the Union address from the president that is getting ready to exit office.
It is her windshield wipers. She needs to change those.
And the one that just gets into office or just gets reelected. The minute Biden walked out onto the floor, I literally, my body, everything, and I had been feeling the buildup, but the minute he walked out, I was like,
lady, keep your hands on the wheel at least.
I literally felt like there was energy that I just needed to expel. And the buzzing in my ears started to change. The frequency started.
Okay, I do legitimately believe a lot of people are just like becoming increasingly more mentally ill. As time goes on, I think people are just becoming more and more mentally ill, and they have this unrestricted platform that will help them find all these other people that have the same kind of brain issue that they have.
Started to change, and I've started to listen to these things because I've realized that if I don't change what I'm listening to, where I'm at, the buzzing gets so intense, my head starts to hurt. So I'm watching this last night, and the buzzing is increasing. My body is feeling just. He mentions putting ships in the water and building a pier for Gaza, which we need to help. I will not deny that at all.
Damn.
Something doesn't feel.
Yo. Even if Hagalina Crystal Mommy is like, yeah, this shit needs to stop in Israel. That's crazy. This goes to the point that I was making earlier, okay? God damn.
Feel right about it, because the minute he mentioned this, I swear to God, it was like my root chakra was on fire. And I grabbed my lower abdomen, and I'm writhing in pain, and then the buzzing in my ears went from buzzing to multiple different pitches, frequencies, at volumes, at different speeds, in and out, and different in each ear, going to the point to where, like, I've got one hand grabbing my lower abdomen, and I've got another hand up by my ear, and my husband is sitting next to me going, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? It was so excruciating. Finally, I was able to get out. Turn it off. I'm going to be sick. Somebody else, please tell me that I'm not the only one within this awakening journey, that if you watched last night's...
So what is it? Is it stroke, extreme diarrhea, schizophrenia? What's going on? I don't know. I don't understand.
State of the Union address?
All of the above.
Did you have any other issues? Because I only have this ringing typically when I am not paying attention to my guides that I need to stop watching, stop listening, stop doing something, or when I'm in a meditative state, it comes with downloads. You know, I wake up from my meditation and I know things. I know it. I feel it. There's no questioning it. But that typically is, you know, a more calm, a more laxed. This last night was just like I was being screamed at in different frequencies in each different ear. Somebody else, please. Anybody else have this last night? I couldn't have been.
Dude, okay, let's see. Let's go to the comments. Yes, Same. I had to turn it off. Yes, I had to turn it off. I turned it off. I had heart palpitations all night over watching. I had to stop watching it. You are not alone. I have even removed toxic people from my life, crying, laughing. I did that last month. I meant removing all my family. It meant removing all my family, but one person? Lady, what are you doing? 15 minutes. I had to change the channel. I didn't watch it. I turned it off. You're not alone. Yes, I can't handle the MSM and very little TV. Trump and the PFP from this nurse. Biden's performance last night has Fox host Jesse Waters calling for President Biden to take a drug test. Yo! That's how you know his speech was banging, though. I obviously I have issues with Biden. You guys know this. But there's nothing that is a clearer indication. There is nothing that is a clearer indication that the speech went too good and far better than their expectations than this. He's not even wrong, but it's really funny.
Jessica, the man has walked around lethargically for the last 3 years. Barely picks his head.
This only, for the record, this only fucking reaffirms, this basically reinforces the same argument that, like, they're saying it was good. It was better than expected. They're just admitting that.
Head up, can't hear, is out of breath, falls asleep, skips dinners internationally, dies out during funeral processions. All of a sudden, this guy is like amped, on speed or something, Jessica, to dismiss it like, oh, he's definitely clean. He should pee in a cup. Because there is no way Joe Biden can sustain that type of energy. Because now
oh, coping. They're coping. I mean, they're not even wrong, but it's still funny. Here's another one. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This is all they're talking about. Oh, this is so sick.
No, we get that they're happy. But you know what I want to know, Shannon? Why was this different? I've been watching this guy for 3 years. I have watched the cognitive decline for 3 years, the tripping, the falling, the mumbling. And you say to yourself, what did they do differently? Did he sleep? But we know he's had 140 vacation days in the last year. What caused him to be hyper, pumped up, amped up? And I'm happy for them, but the truth is that it was not something that we're going to see last. Well, get that they're happy.
Oh my God, they're doing like deep investigations. That's awesome.
It's happened. Because now he's going to say, I feel my confidence, I can rise to the moment. Do those debates happen?
if they give him for the debate what they gave him last night, then yeah.
What drug do you guys think he was on?
I'm not a doctor, but they're giving him something, Jessica.
What?
Listen.
Cold medicine?
If you see a horse, and the horse is old and injured and mopes around the barnyard, and then all of a sudden you race the horse and he fires out of the gate and laps everybody, what'd they give the horse?
Because now he's going to say, I feel my confidence, I can rise to the...
Yo! Adrenochrome, brother. They gave him that good baby spinal fluid.
He spoke, and he spoke fiercely and aggressively, but he was a cantankerous, kind of combat-ready guy, okay? And it was not the right time. This is a guy who got elected.
This is my favorite thing when they're like, this old man, this is going to do wonders for Biden. He's not wrong, though. Like, he was definitely on some shit. Brother, I do believe personally that Joseph Robinette Brandon is probably being kept alive by the wonders of medicine. Yes, he is 800 years old. Come on, dog. And yes, he was much more dynamic and much more alert on this speech than any other moment that we've seen him. But like crying about that is just copium. It's just copium. They're trying to desperately cling on to anything and everything they can. But what's really funny about it is that the second part of this conversation is also how mean he is, right? Oh, he's so mean. He was like attacking the Republicans. Like, this is a war against Republicans. All of that plays really well for Biden because his number one problem right now, far bigger problem than Gaza electorally speaking, is the fact that he is old and out of touch. So any moment that he looks dynamic and any moment that Republicans cry about how mean he is or how dynamic he is and how there must be a different reason for why he's doing this is good for him. Okay. It's kind of funny because like they kind of did this last election too. They laid it out so that there were like really low expectations. And then when he won South Carolina, which everyone knew he was going to win South Carolina, everyone was like, "Oh my God, it's so phenomenal! Look at him. He's that's it. That's our president."
32.2 million people tuned into Joe Biden's State of the Union address. Viewership increased 18% over last year. More than 6 in 10 Americans who watched President Joe Biden's State of the Union address had a positive reaction to the speech, according to a CNN poll. Before watching Biden's State of the Union address, 45% said that Biden's policies would move the US in the right direction. But after watching Biden's speech, 62% said that Biden's policies will move United States into the right direction. Improvements in the perception of Biden mainly came from independents. Before the speech, 51% of independents expressed at least some confidence in Biden's ability to carry out his duties, and that rose to 68% among the same group of independents. Perceptions of Biden's ability to carry out his duties did not change significantly among Democrats or Republicans who tuned in.
Because he was supposed to be the adult in the room, he was going to unify us. We have never been more divided. And the fact, but okay, last night, he spoke, and he spoke fiercely and aggressively, but he was a cantankerous kind.
This is also pretty funny to say about Joe Biden when we're talking about Donald Trump. Like, you can't simultaneously defend Donald Trump. You can't simultaneously defend Donald Trump while also saying, like, I can't believe Joe's on drugs. It's like, bro, come on. My man had an entire drawer full of Sudafed, like special kind of Sudafed. You know what I mean? He's basically on liquid meth like all the time. What the f?
4 and 8 minutes, I think, was the final count. And I think the most important thing that happened last night refers to you saying is amped up. We're now talking about Joe Biden as too fiery, right? As too aggressive. And yesterday we were talking about Joe Biden can't find his pants. Joe Biden has dementia. Joe Biden is too old for this job. And that's how I know that it went really well, because the Republican...
Jessica's right. That's my token liberal right there. She's sitting on the liberal seat, chat. She's right. That's how you know the speech went well, because everybody's now crying about how mean he is and also saying, how could he have done this? How could he not also still be an old curmudgeon who's like visibly senile on the decline?
Who have been on TV, the congressmen, senators, etc., people who would use the age attack are now basically saying he's an aggressive partisan who's maybe the Coke was his, maybe it's just Adderall.
That was my joke.
Well, you didn't tell me in the green room.
No, that's
we're
what I
like
said.
the same.
Yes.
And you also know that it went well because last night Joe Biden's campaign smashed 3 fundraising records at 9 o'clock, at 10 o'clock, and at 11 o'clock. And CNN did a poll of State of the Union watchers.
He's going to say, I feel...
Oh, we already saw this.
He was late. That was the biggest insult because people are tired at 9 o'clock, and he didn't show up, speak until about 9:25. And he's not the bride. You know, it's like when he shows up, that's not like when the wedding starts. Like everybody's waiting for you to get there. I thought that was the most disrespectful part of the whole night.
Oh my God, dude. Oh God, they're such little libs. Chumbawamba back on the charts now with Biden's State of the Union address and the incredible rebuttal from Katie Britt for Al. Both politicians now facing intense pressure to resign because of the tub-thumping lyrics plagiarism scandal. Wait, what? It says the sergeant at arms asked her to leave if she didn't take her hat off, and she refused.
But here's what offended me. Here's what I found to be outrageous is sergeant at arms came up and told me.
Bro, you're so ugly, dude. You're so fucking ugly, and you're not doing yourself any favors by putting a billboard on your body like this. God damn. She's just so ugly inside and out. Like, ay, ay, ay. Like, have the decency and just, like, sit there in shame. You know what I mean? Just, and before people go, Marjorie Taylor Greene might not hear you, but other motherfuckers that look like Titans will. No, nobody looks like this, okay? So shut the fuck up. We're clear. We're clear of this.
In the State of the Union address, Biden didn't directly name Trump, but he constantly referred to Donald Trump as his predecessor and constantly attacked him. Biden talked about Trump encouraging Russia to invade NATO members who didn't meet defense spending targets. Biden talked about Trump's election denial and how he was the greatest threat to democracy. Biden attacked Trump on his tax cuts and abortion. Biden also wanted more bipartisan support for lowering prescription drug prices. Biden advocated for raising public school teachers' salary and increasing taxes on corporations and the wealthiest Americans to raise $3 trillion. Biden displayed energy and was quick to counter false claims from Republican hecklers with swift responses. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene demonstrated particularly disrespectful behavior by wearing a Make America Great Again hat in support of Trump. In the chaos, Democrats chanted 4 more years, showing their unwavering endorsement for Biden's re-election campaign. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this, and thanks for watching.